guys, it's your girl Elon from Ultimate Glamour. Thank you so much for the love you showed me on my I bought fake makeup video. I'm so happy. I just want to read some of the comments. Somebody said, wanna slay queens for watch this video. Wow, Philippobi. Yes, please tell them, share the video, don't be selfish, share. And another person said, this is serious, we need to be very careful about what we buy. Exactly, we need to be very careful. So today I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to spot fake makeup. I don't want you using fake makeup because it can have adverse effects on your skin, and in the worst case scenario you can get cancer. Let's just get into the video. I don't want to forget anything, so I wrote down some points. Yep. So my number 1 point is fonts and spelling mistakes. So usually most of the fake makeup products, the people who make them intentionally make spelling mistakes and wrong font placement because they don't want to have an issue with the original brands. For instance, if Sasha Cosmetics has their product line, and if someone is trying to do the fake of their products, they may just change a word in their packaging. So maybe instead of saying Sasha Cosmetics, they could say Sasha Cosmetics or something. I've seen something like that. Let me just show it to you. This is the original Sasha Cosmetics powder. This one has the spelling cosmetics, which is CASMETICS. So you should know one thing, the original brands, there's absolutely no way they'll make spelling mistakes. They take time and effort into making sure that everything is on point. So there's absolutely no way a brand like Sasha will make a spelling mistake in their products here. So, and also the fonts, normally the original brands invest so much into getting complex fonts that cannot easily be copied. When you take an original and a fake, the font sizes and placements are different. So maybe sometimes you'd have maybe a very small font, and then in the fake it is a bigger font, and vice versa. So the best thing to do is just go on the official website and see how the fonts are and the placement of the text are. That way you would be able to have an idea if you are buying fake or original. Just move to the second point. Second point is the smell, feel and texture. Normally the smell of fake makeup products are very bad. This is because they use cheaper versions of the chemicals or ingredients the original makeup brands use. So let's say that instead of using palmitate, which most original brands use in their makeup, they'll just use urine, which is pretty close. So maybe goat urine or any other form of urine in replacing the palmitate. You get it here. So that makes the smell very bad. Just open one product and check the smell. You know, a brand like MAC, they are, for their lipsticks, they are known for this very nice smell. Okay, so this is my original MAC Ruby Woo lipstick. Like, it smells like heaven. It's so, I don't know how heaven it smells, but this is what I'm just trying to say, is this is so pleasant. Let me see how the fake smells. It doesn't, like, it's kind of chalky, you know. I'll have to inhale it to be able to determine like what's actually, but it's not nice. Neither is this so repulsive, but it's not as sweet as the original one. Yeah, so that's about the smell of the product. And also about the feel, let's use the same MAC for an example. Let me swatch the fake one on my hand. Okay, so this feels very creamy. It feels really creamy, and it's not smooth because the product keeps moving. Okay, so it feels very creamy and it's not smooth. Let me see how the original one looks like. Okay, all right, so this is very smooth and it's also matte. You see, so the first one is the fake swatch of the MAC Ruby Woo lipstick, and this is how the original looks like. So you see, this is pretty close, so much so that if you've never tried the original before and somebody gives you this, you may think that this is how the MAC original lipstick is. MAC has a lot of copyright. Special of the products, for a product such as the Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation, the original one has been the Studio and the Fix have been emboldened into the powder, so you have this rough feeling. You know, you can hear the noise when I'm rubbing it because the alphabets have actually been emboldened on it. However, in the Fake, it's just smooth. You know, these people that do the Fake, they are using the cheaper version of everything. They are not about to spend so much getting the embolding of the names right, so they'll just do something that is close, but it won't be exact. When you open the fake MAC powder, you can see the MAC written inside the powder. However, when you open the original one, you don't see the MAC. They don't write the name of the powder on the products. When you open it, you rather see very sharp lines on top of the powder. So anytime you buy MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation and then you don't see the very sharp lines on top of the powder, trust me, it is fake. The next thing is color and pigmentation. Normally the shades in the original ones are very different from the shades in the fake one. So let's use a fake MAC NW45 versus an original MAC NW45. Normally the colors are so different, so if you ever have used an original product before, there is no way you use the same shade in the fake version of it. That's how come you meet people who use Mary Kay foundations and they are like, hey, they are beige too. Immediately you tell me you are beige too and you are an African, I'm like, keep using the fake in my mind because I know it is fake. Beige 2 is one of the whitest shades of the white. Do you like Yevo Obroni? Do you get it? Like an Obroni that is very Obroni, like very white. Do you get it? But you know, in the fake Mary Kay Beige 2, the color is dark. So if you've never used the original before and you've been sold a beige 2, you would think that, oh, I'm using original Mary Kay foundation and my shade is beige 2. But anybody who really knows inside Mary Kay will know that a beige 2. Why? Are you white? Do you get it? So those are some of the things. So you can see that with this MAC, this is NW2, NW45. So see this is my personal MAC NW45 that I use, and it's really gone down. So you can see the shade is sort of brown, and see the fake one is very light. It's lighter than my skin color. So you can see that the colors are different, yet still it all says NW45. So the shades are always different, no matter what type of fake it is. The shade won't be like the original version of it. That's because different components of chemicals are being used, so there's no way the shade will come out the same. That's the danger of it we are always talking about. And about the pigmentation, you see this mostly in eyeshadow palettes. I did a video differentiating between the fake masquerade palettes and then the original one, and you see that in that video when I swatched the fake and the original, the color pigments were different. The original one was more pigmented than the fake. Let's just move into price and packaging. You know, the thing about price is, I know you can't use prices in determining if something is fake or original, because somebody can still sell a fake to you at an original price, but prices give you a fair idea about how much you should be expecting to buy a product. Brands like Fenty Beauty, Laura Mercier, Anastasia Beverly Hills, MAC Cosmetics, Laura Cosmetics. These are brands that hardly ever go on sale. Even from the people who have made these brands, they hardly put it on sale. And even if it's on sale, it's usually 15 or 20% off. So if the people who made the brand, the maximum they can give it to you is 20% off, and somebody is offering, let's say, Laura Mercier powder at 70% discount, like, hello, it doesn't even make sense. Do you know, some things can't go beyond a certain price. Like, I don't see how MAC powder can be sold for 50 cedis, for instance. You can just go to the official sites, Google the official sites of these brands, and you know how much they sell their products. When they are having sales, you see. So people can offer sales, but not beyond a certain point. Some of the original brands, they don't even have the products the fake people make. Like, let me show you something right here. See this LA Girl powder. The original LA Girl powder looks nothing like this. And when you open the LA Girl powder, LA Girl Cosmetics doesn't have a cream foundation down and a powder on top. This doesn't exist. So some of the things is just a matter of you visiting the official site to even see if this product is available. It is not. LA Girl Cosmetics doesn't have anything like this. You see, the thing is even spoiled already. That's another thing. The packages of these products are very bad. And another product is the Huda Beauty makeup style. Like, sometimes the way they even write the things, you know that this thing doesn't exist in original Huda Beauty. Tattoo and brow liner pen and Huda Beauty. Like, original Huda Beauty doesn't have this two-sided pen. Do you get it? So you should be very careful. And I think one thing I've noticed about these fake people is that they just do anything and then keep repeating the same bad product in every brand. We know that some of these high-end brands are very expensive. Like, you can check the video whereby I did the 3,025 Ghana cedis makeup versus 900 Ghana cedis makeup. You know, there are dupes to all these high-end brands. You can actually have 150 Ghana cedis and get yourself a set in a drugstore brand. You don't necessarily have to spend so much on high-end brands. There are cheaper alternatives. So no matter your budget, you can still buy original makeup products and save yourself stress and skin problems. My last point is expiry dates and non-existent products. I think I already talked about non-existent products, whereby the fake people normally do products that the original brands don't even do at all. About the expiry date, most makeup brands don't have expiry dates written on them. That's because the expiration of makeup products actually starts when you start using the product. You don't see things like the product will expire, for instance, 25th December 2020. Rather, you see things like 12 months or maybe 24 months. So that's 1 year or 2 years, depending on the number of months. So you see things like this. Where my hand is, you can see 12M with a container opening, the white circle thing. That is it. You see the number of months it will take for a particular product to expire, but you don't actually see the whole date thing. That's because cosmetic products are made in such a way that the product starts expiring immediately you open and start using it. So if you know, for instance, that L'Oreal doesn't ever put the actual expiry dates on their products, like maybe 18th December 2020, immediately you see that on another L'Oreal, you should know that this one is fake. So for instance, see that these two L'Oreals, one has the expiry dates written on it, whilst the other one doesn't. And the one that doesn't have is the original, whilst the one with the expiry date is the fake. And you can even see that the font look different, and the color of the fonts are also different. The original one has been boldly written, whilst the fake one is blurry. So these are some of the things you should look out for when buying makeup to ensure that you are buying the genuine product. And finally, only buy from sources you trust. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share to educate somebody. Love your skin. Say no to fake makeup. And until I see you again,